Now, it's amazing to get fitness motivation, especially when it's from a national icon like Aamir Khan. Aamir Khan is inspiring the whole nation, and I really look up to him for that. But in saying that, keep one thing in mind. India's level of fitness education isn't very high. People don't know much about what the human body is really capable of. And if you ask an average gymmer, someone who's familiar with fitness and familiar with high protein diets and lifting, they'll immediately tell you that Aamir Khan is putting some kind of substances inside his body. He's definitely using some kind of anabolic steroids or some hormones or something like that. If you ask the average person, if you ask an average Indian uncle living in Kanpur or Delhi, they'll tell you that no, Aamir Khan just followed a strict diet and he followed a great exercise program and he's dedicated, dude. He's Aamir Khan. He hosts Satyameva Jayate. It's not as simple as that. So in today's video, I'm not shaming Aamir Khan. I'm one of the biggest Aamir Khan fanboys. I watch every single movie of his. But what I am going to do is that I'm going to educate Indians on what the human body is really capable of. And the other thing I'm going to tell you guys is that every single actor, every Bollywood actor, every Hollywood actor who wants to do a shirtless scene has likely taken steroids. Today's video is not a diss. It's just an educational video for the average Indian. Be inspired, be motivated by him, but you also need to be educated about correct fitness science. Don't think that just because he's a Satyameva Jayate host, he's completely clean. Even he's hiding things from you. His job is to maintain that image in the public, and that's just what he's doing. It's his job. Don't look down on him. The first way to spot if someone's done steroids is if they have a very rapid transformation in a very short period of time. Even this Aamir Khan Dangal body, it is achievable naturally for some human beings with great genetics. But even for those people with good genetics, it's only achievable in a long time frame, like maybe 5 to 6 years. Aamir Khan's achieved that body in less than 6 months. If it was so easy to achieve a body like that, you'd see jacked people all over the road and everywhere. The main reason people stop gymming is because they get bored of how long the process is. It's very difficult to build that kind of a physique naturally. Now that's the case for a natural, someone who's never used steroids or growth hormones. But the moment you start using these substances, the biology of your body changes. Your muscle protein synthesis improves and your muscle recovery improves. So let me break this down. Now, if you're a natural and you're gymming and you're coming home and eating a lot of protein, there's a certain limit to how much protein your body can actually utilize. But when you're using substances like steroids or anabolic hormones, what happens is that your body uses that protein much better to build muscle. That's the first science of steroids. You're just able to absorb protein much better and you're able to synthesize more muscle mass. That's how you put on muscle mass very rapidly while taking steroids. Now, some cynical people might argue that no, Aamir Khan's got great genetics. Okay, let me give you this argument. Let's rewind 20 years back. This is a picture of Akshay Kumar 20 years back. He's been into fitness then and he's still into fitness, and this is how he looks now. He's still a fit guy, but he definitely has lesser muscle mass than Aamir Khan in Dangal. Now let's rewind 20 years once again and look at this picture of Aamir Khan. This is how he looked 20 years back, and he probably wasn't as into fitness as Akshay Kumar was. Now compare someone like Akshay Kumar, who's dedicated almost his entire life to fitness, with Aamir Khan, who's dedicated just a year or two to this whole fit lifestyle. There's definitely something fishy about Aamir Khan's results. Unfortunately, this is the truth of steroids. It's a huge cheat. It can just fast forward the whole fitness process for your body. Okay, so that's the first way to tell if someone's done steroids, if they get supreme results in a short period of time. The second way to tell if someone's done steroids is the age factor. And again, this works against Aamir Khan's argument. Now, if there were two brothers, one's 30 years old and one's 20 years old, they have the same genetics, they even follow the same diet and training program. But after a year of lifting and eating right, you'll see that the 20-year-old has put on much more muscle than the 30-year-old. And the reason for this is testosterone. Okay, even if we're not talking about gymming, take up athletes, take up something like cricket. Brett Lee in the 2003 World Cup was faster and a scarier bowler than Brett Lee in the 2008 IPL. In the 2003 World Cup, he was a 27-year-old when his testosterone levels were still high. As you age, your testosterone levels drop and your muscle mass drops. Aamir Khan's not even 30 years old, he's 51 years old. How many of us know 51-year-old uncles in our colonies or societies? How many of us know 51-year-old uncles who come to the gym? If it was so easy to put on muscle mass for a 51-year-old, you'd see jacked uncles everywhere. It's not like that. It's an obvious indicator that Aamir Khan's likely done steroids. Okay, but if you're still not buying this argument, take a look at this chart. It's a chart of how your testosterone levels drop with age. They're way lower when you're 50 years old. And if your testosterone is that low, it's very difficult to put on muscle mass as a 50-year-old. Why do you think athletes retire by the time they're 35-ish? It's because their testosterone's low, their muscle mass is going down, their body's getting older. So how did Aamir Khan develop this jacked body? I am willing to bet my life on the fact that Aamir Khan has definitely used some form of testosterone. There's no way he could have put on that amount of muscle mass so rapidly at the age of 51. Okay, now those are the two quick ways to tell someone's done steroids, but there's also a third way. And this third way is judging by the exterior physique of the person. Now take a look at this picture. This is a picture of UFC fighter Vitor Belfort. The UFC officials never took strict action against a fighter who was caught using substances like this. But recently, stricter laws have come into place in the UFC. And look at the difference now. Look at his after picture. See the difference in his deltoids or shoulder muscles and his trapezius or traps. He looks kind of like he stopped gymming. He still looks like a very fit guy, but compare the picture on the right to the picture on the left. Look at that difference. Look at the difference in the face. That is what testosterone and steroid injections can do for someone's body. So one of the ways to tell if someone's done steroids is if they have very bulgy deltoid muscles. And look at this picture of Aamir Khan from Dangal. For any gymmer who's familiar with the whole process of putting on muscle mass, the answer is obvious. Aamir Khan has definitely used some substances. And that's why I was making this video. Most of India needs to understand that Bollywood actors do use steroids. And while it's amazing to draw inspiration from them, steroids are not healthy. And that's why I'm marginally against the use of steroids in Bollywood. They are inspiring people, but they're kind of being very subtle about it. Aamir Khan isn't coming out and saying that, yeah, I've used steroids. He's not even denying it. He's just being quiet about it. Suppose there's a fat kid somewhere in one corner of India. He's looking at this transformation video as a 13-year-old fat kid and going, yeah, you know, when I'm 16, I'm going to join the gym and get that Aamir Khan body. When he's 16, he goes to the gym and he gyms for really long. And eventually he realizes that Aamir Khan probably took steroids. Now this realization can go one of three ways. Either that kid just continues doing what he's doing and he goes into that whole long-term fitness lifestyle, which unfortunately happens very rarely. Or the second thing is that he gets demotivated by what he's grown up listening to. He realizes that what he's grown up listening to is false, and then he leaves the process of gymming. Or the third and worst option, this is what happens to a lot of long-term gymmers, is that in the process of chasing that dream, chasing that 13-year-old's dream of getting that Aamir Khan's body, they kind of open up to the idea of steroids. And they don't even know what steroids are doing to them. Remember, Bollywood actors are very rich. They're very affording people. They can afford the best quality steroids and the best guides to guide them. Everyone's not like that. And in this process of being misguided or taking the wrong substances and putting wrong things into their systems, they don't even realize what they're doing to their own bodies. And that's why steroids are the biggest culprits. As an average Indian, all you need to know is that don't chase this whole steroid lifestyle and looking great for the external world. If you're gymming, chase fitness and chase health and chase becoming the best version of you. That's all you need to bother about. Remember, as an average person, if you're a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday, that matters a lot more than the biggest deltoids and six-packs and pecs. Hey guys, so that was the video for today. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and make sure you share this video with your friends. Unfortunately, one of the biggest demons in the Indian fitness scene is the heavy use of steroids. Kids, 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds are putting substances into their body to chase those unrealistic physique goals, and more people need to know about this. So if you feel like you want to help me in my cause of educating India, please share this video. It'll mean the world to me. And if you want to follow my personal fitness journey, remember, those are my handles and that's my Facebook page. So until next time guys, from Ranveer, see you.